We're here at Temecula Hills Winery in beautiful Old Town Temecula, and we're going to be doing some very, very interesting things today. We're going to start by doing a beautiful steak Diane. We've got some finger-length potatoes over here. We've got some beautiful florets that we're going to be working with, making a really nice demi-glace. And we're going to be serving that with Temecula Hills compilation, which is a very interesting wine. And when Valerie comes up a little bit later, we're going to let her tell you guys all about this beautiful wine that they make here at Temecula Hills. And then we're doing, and I know this is going to sound really freaky, but you guys just trust me on this. We're doing a homemade sorbet made with tangerines. And don't ask me where I got tangerines in California in the middle of the summer. Hey, we just do stuff like that. Well, anyway, this is really interesting because we're going to be serving it with this beautiful late harvest Viognier, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy that. And if anybody out in TV land wants to try this recipe, you're going to be really pleased when you finish it. And also, we're going to be garnishing it with a couple interesting things. Temecula Hills is known for their oils and their vinegars. They do a lot of interesting homemade oils. They do their own presses and stuff like that. Basically an olive oil base. Today, we're working with this extra virgin Napa Orange. This is going to be really tasty. And we're going to just drizzle this along with a little bit of apple vinegar, or balsamic vinegar, apple balsamic vinegar over the sorbet. But, and then we're doing a chocolate mousse cheesecake. And with the chocolate mousse cheesecake, and I know that sounds crazy because it sounds like one of those run-on sentences. Mousse cheesecake, chocolate mousse cheesecake. But it actually, what it is it's 3 layers. You got the crust, which is graham cracker crust with a little bit of some crazy stuff in it. I don't know what I did with it. And then we're going to, it's got a layer of chocolate cheesecake. And then it's got a layer of chocolate mousse. So if you really want death by chocolate, we got it for you today. And we're going to be serving that with an interesting port. And I know you're thinking port wine, chocolate, you're going to love it. We're going to go ahead and get started real quick. Now we're going to invite Valerie. She's going to come up and try this beautiful steak Diane and tell us about these beautiful wines that we have here. And while we're doing this, we're also going to bring up the sorbet and do a quick dish on that. Okay,
boy,
Valerie,
that looks good.
You have to tell me honestly what you think about this steak Diane.
Okay.
And I'm going to get some of your wine.
Smells great.
I'm going to have a glass with you, by the way.
All righty. Okay, you ready? Wow. That is really good.
Now you got to try the vegetables too now. The vegetables are what makes this dish what it truly is. Let me get some of this stuff out of the way.
It looks too pretty to eat.
Oh. If you would have known how many times I dropped that steak on the ground. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
That's really good.
I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Excellent. Great sauce.
Here, let me try it.
All right.
Did you try it with the wine?
I have not tried it with the wine.
Well, how do you know it's good then? You gotta have it with
and
the
this
wine.
compilations is Cabernet, Cabernet Franc, Merlot, Petit Verdot, and Malbec, all into that one bottle.
Oh, so that's what you mean by compilation.
That's exactly what we mean.
See, that's why I was having trouble with it. I was thinking that it might be just one grape. You know? God, that's good.
It is.
You know, when I tried it, I thought it was just a really nice Merlot wine. I mean, grape. But I'm surprised to hear that there's so many different wines in it. That's why I came up with the Steak Diane to pair with it.
And it's great because all the spices in there just go really well with the spices in the wine.
Well,
Very good.
I am very happy. I was really surprised, but
I can hardly wait to finish a plate of that.
you're going to get 2 plates because we're going to pass this on to someone else.
All righty.
Anybody hungry?
What kind of greens are these again?
It's just a mixture of baby greens.
Wow.
Now, this is a salad for kings.
That's so light and fluffy.
You've got the tangerine sorbet, you've got some baby greens here, and you've got the drizzle of vinegar and oil. This is just to die for. I got to try this.
Those 2 oils and vinegars work really well together.
Let me pour you a little bit of late harvest and then give that another sample.
Yeah, make sure it's not the oil and vinegar mix.
Oh, it's not.
Okay.
Actually, I wouldn't mind having a glass of that myself.
Okay.
And try it along with the late harvest.
Wow.
Now, what
That's good.
you're going to find is that combination. You've got the citrus of the wine, and the sorbet just brings out that wine citrus. It's just to die for.
That's a really good pairing.
I'm going to pass this over to someone. Now, we've got a little port, and then we've got this.
A little port?
Yeah, that's just a little. Then we've got this beautiful chocolate cheesecake, chocolate mousse with some nuts on top and a little bit of white chocolate and dark chocolate mixture. And then this crazy little crust that I'm not going to tell you what's in the crust. Okay, now you get to... If this kills you, I apologize.
Okay. I'll die happy.
Now you got to try it with the port. You're not going to believe this combination. I wish I could have done all these recipes here today for you guys, but unfortunately that wasn't possible. Some of this stuff takes a little while.
That's great. Really nice with the port. It's not as sweet as you would think it is looking at it until you taste it with the port, and then it balances it all out.
That's why I'm saying it's sugar-free. Now, actually, if you look at the recipe, you'll find that it's very little sugar actually in this dish. The whole point is we want to bring out the natural flavor of the cocoa with the chocolate and stuff like that. And with the port, it's just a fantastic combination.
That's great.
Valerie, tell us a little bit more about what you guys are doing with this lovely location here. Because, I mean, we're at the tasting room in Old Town Temecula. And I don't think, this place isn't even on your website.
Well, we're working on it. We've only been open about 4 months here, and with our partners, Mike and Mindy, and Kathy, my sister-in-law. Mike and Mindy have their Via di Calabro line of wines. We have our Temecula Hills wines. They have the olive oils and vinegars that Mike makes, and it's a great blending of all of us down here in this house built in 1927. It's just got a warmth to it that drew us all here. And we're actually a legal winery now, an O2 winery. We actually are making wine here.
Really?
So I think, I believe we're the only legal winery here in Old Town.
And if you want to know more about Temecula Hills Winery in Great Old Town Temecula, tell them about your website.
Our website is www.temeculahillswinery.com. And it's got all our contact information. You can email us with questions if you want parties or just coming down for tasting.
And also, if you'd like the recipes from today's show, go to www.manhattancateringllc.com. I keep forgetting to tell people to click on the Catch the Spirit page. It's the name of the show. Click there. And Valerie, thank you very much for having us here.
Thanks a lot.